Hi guys, it's Chrissy and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing another community lot build for my Rebuild Newcrest project. And this is the SOMERSET library and cafe. So it's supposed to be kind of like a matching building for the SOMERSET bar and grill that I did last week. And my idea for these two buildings were that they were owned by the same, not the same company necessarily, but maybe like by the same family. So that's why they're both called SOMERSET, and I thought that might be the family's surname or something. And that's also why they're both in the same kind of style. They're both very similar, they look very similar. They do have some, you know, different features that I did with them. I tried to keep them a bit unique, even though I wanted them to have the same kind of style overall. Because, as I said, I thought they would be owned by the same family, and I thought they would have been built at basically the same time. So, yeah, so they're meant to be kind of like a set, and they're built on 30 by 20 lots in the, I don't know, I guess you could say the right-hand corner, the right-hand bottom corner of Newcrest, where those 5 lots are that are in a row. So I think they're supposed to be kind of like a community strip, I guess you could say, of lots. But yeah, so they're built on 2 of those lots right next to each other. You'll actually see the other one on the left hand as I go around the build. You might catch a few glimpses of it. But yeah, so this lot can actually function as either a library or a cafe. You can, luckily with the Sims 4, it's very easy to, you know, change the lot type. You can really easily just go into build mode and change switch the lot type while your sim is on the lot. So yeah, this lot can function as either a library or a cafe. And yeah, I thought this would be cool since I wanted to add quite a few, you know, different community lots into the worlds. Since I'm rebuilding all of the worlds, I wanted the worlds to have some of the newer community lots as well that we've gotten with expansion packs and game packs and stuff. So like, for example, restaurants. We didn't have restaurants when Newcrest first came out. So, and obviously it's a completely empty world. But I wanted to add in a restaurant, but I want every world to have quite a selection of community lots, I guess you could say. I want them to have quite a few. I don't want them to have, you know, just 1 or 2. But to do that, I'm definitely going to have to, you know, combine a few of the lots like I did with these two, where you will have to, you know, switch the lot type out for whatever you want it to be. Because otherwise I will just fill up all of the worlds with different community lots and have nowhere for Sims to live. So I actually like the idea of having them kind of not joined, but, you know, having the lots have more than one purpose, having them be multi-purpose lots. Since in real life you will probably, you know, find a restaurant that has a bar that you can just go and have drinks at, but you can also go there and eat. Or you will find maybe a cafe with a small library attached to it or something like that. And I think that's really cool, and I wish we were able to actually have multi-function, multi-purpose lots in The Sims without having to switch the function of the lot ourselves. But I know this, I think one of the Sim gurus have mentioned this on Twitter when someone asked them about this, that the game is just currently built in such a way that it would be very, very hard for them to, you know, change the lots to be able to do that. Since, for example, when you have a bar lot, the game will automatically recognize that child Sims won't necessarily spawn there. For other lots, example, for parks, you will get quite a few children Sims that will spawn there automatically. But yeah, if you had them be multi-purpose, it would kind of mess with that system. Or that's the way I understood it anyway. But yeah, we have 2 bathrooms upstairs. They're unisex bathrooms, so technically we have 4 of them. So definitely more than enough bathrooms for your Sims. I I like it when community lots have more than 1 or 2 bathrooms, since I do tend to go to community lots with more than one sim. So if they all have to use the toilet at the same time, it's very annoying. But yeah, so the downstairs is going to be the cafe area, and then the upstairs is going to be more of the library type of area. It's not very big. As I said, I didn't think it would be a library lot, like, you know, the big library in Willow Creek, for example, or the one in Windenburg or something, but I thought this might be, you know, might have started out as a cafe, but then they thought, well, they might add a library to it to make it, you know, more appealing for Sims more appealing for people to visit, since they have something to do while they're there. So yeah, we're just putting in the cafe area right now, and we do have quite a few computers on this lot as well. We have, I think, 4 downstairs that I thought might be for, you know, for the cafe patrons to use, and then we have, I think, 2 or 4 upstairs as well. I can't remember exactly how many, since I built these 2 lots on the same day, and that was about, what, 2 weeks ago now. And yeah, so I can't really remember exactly what I did, but yeah, I know I used, I think, blue for the other lot as little accent colors, but for this one I wanted it to be red for some reason. I don't know why. I thought about making it green, you know, all of the accents and stuff, but I don't know, something about the red just stood out to me. So yeah, we have lots of browns and whites, and then some red, and I also used some black, since I wanted the place to look rather modern. I didn't want it to look like, you know, your regular old fashioned library kind of lot, so I do use quite a lot of modern items, and I try and make the lots kind of not universal. I kind of want to make them look kind of like they blend in together. So I do use these tables from Dine Out that I used in the other lot as dining tables. I use them here as desks and little cafe tables and stuff like that, since I thought, well, if it's owned by the same family, they probably would have gotten their furniture from the same manufacturer. They wouldn't have gotten their furniture for the one building from one company and for the other building from a completely different company. So yeah, so I thought I'd use kind of some of the same objects, since if you look at it from the world, you can kind of tell that they're meant to be, you know, the same, kind of, I guess you could say. That makes no sense. But yeah, you can kind of tell that they're meant to be quite similar. And yeah, I tried to use that couch from my first pet stuff. I think I ended up using it like that. Yeah, I wanted to use that, so I just chucked it in the corner there by the bookcases, and so you have a nice little reading area there, and we have a seating area on this corner as well. So your Sims will definitely not be at a loss for where to sit. There's more than enough seating places and gathering places if you come here with a group or something like that. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this lot. It didn't take me long at all, which was a surprise, since I'm not really, let's just say, building community lots isn't really my forte, I guess you could say, when it comes to building. I'm definitely better at, you know, homes and apartments and stuff like that. I don't really always know what to do with community lots, but I think these 2 came out quite nice, and I like how they came out. So I think that's the most important thing, I guess, if I like it. But yeah, I'm probably usually my own worst critic anyway, but yeah, this came out really nice, and surprisingly, they didn't take me 7 hours to complete. They only took me about, what, 1 to 2 hours each, I think, which is a really big accomplishment for me, I must say. That any build takes me that amount of time is an accomplishment, since I usually spend 5 hours on a simple 3-bedroom family home. But yeah, so I tried not to add too much, you know, personal detail to it, since as I said, I wanted to be a community lot, so you probably won't have, you know, Sims' random books and stuff always lying around. But I did try and make it as detailed as possible while still being a community lot, and as I said, I like how it turned out. I liked playing with those red chairs from the bowling night stuff pack. Yeah, it was a stuff pack. I forgot for a second, but yeah, I liked playing with those bowling night what do you call it, bar stools. Oh my word. Yeah, I like playing with those. I haven't used those in ages, and I can never find the right bowl to use them in for some reason. I think it's because they have so many bright colors, and the white swatch that they have isn't really white. It's more like a grey or something, so that's why I never really use those chairs for other modern builds. But yeah, here we're just adding a little fountain, since I wanted it to have kind of like a little offshoot to the side of the building where I wanted to put some chest tables, but I wanted it to have something interesting in the middle, so I thought, why not add in a fountain? It's not a very big fountain, but it's something interesting to look at in any case. And yeah, I actually forgot that you need chest tables for a library lot, so I didn't really know where else to add them in, since I didn't want to add them inside of the building. And yeah, that's when I came up with that little offshoot area, which I think would be rather nice to sit and play chess in. I think it might be a little bit quieter and, you know, more calm than the inside of the building anyway. And yeah, we've moved on to the upstairs for the library area, and I wanted to use those same colors that I used downstairs, so I ended up using those couches from the bowling night stuff pack that match those bar stools. I don't know, I really love those couches. I very rarely use them in any other color than the white or maybe the black, but yeah, I had a lot of fun just playing with, you know, the different kind of color that I don't usually use. And yeah, I ended up making, I think, 2 of these little inset seating areas, which I think turned out really well. I don't know, I like how this lot turned out. I keep saying that, but I really do like it, and I don't really know why, but I do. But yeah, so I don't really have a lot more to say about the build itself, since I don't really do much more. I just do the upstairs, and then I do the landscaping, which is very similar. It's almost identical to the landscaping that I did on in the building next door. So if you guys saw that landscaping, you will know exactly what this landscaping will look like. But yeah, that's basically all else that I do. I don't really do anything else. So I think I'm going to leave it off right here. I do have quite a few other voiceovers to record today, so I'm kind of pressed for time. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and if you wanted to download this build or the other one, or any of my other builds that you've seen me do, they are all up on the gallery under the hashtag ChrissieYT, or under my gallery ID, which is just ChrissieYT as well. And all of the builds for my Rebuilding Newcrest series are completely CC free. They don't have any custom content in them. I've been asked this a few times on this series particularly, and no, they don't have any custom content in them whatsoever. And the sims that I create for this series don't have any custom content on them either. So I wanted you guys to be able to download these lots and the homes and the sims really easily, so they're all custom content free. And yeah, they are all up on my gallery if you wanted to download them. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys!